Hello, beautiful souls. All right, we'll have a few minutes before I go pick Maddie up, but just a few things that are coming in, and some of this I kind of started to touch on yesterday, but then the bell rang and Maddie came out from school, and so here I am again talking a little bit about this full moon energy. And it's interesting. So my team is saying to let you know that even if you catch this after, there's still a lot here that will be applicable in your life, that these messages are not interesting. Although it's coming in for me to share with you, it is not, doesn't expire. So, all right, anyway. So we have the full moon in Leo. And as I said yesterday, I am a Leo sun sign. I find it fascinating that this feels more like a new moon than a full moon. Now, with that said, we are also releasing, almost as if by accident, you're probably noticing some weird thoughts or note. For me, it's been, I need to forgive so-and-so for what they did, or I need to forgive myself, or just random things of forgiveness keep coming in. So you can do that if it is coming in for you, and it'll be clear as a bell. Like, you'll be like, wait, I already did that. And so careful about ego, because that's the other thing, is that, when we get into this thing of like, it's so funny if I'm with a client and I'm like, well, so this is coming in, you have to forgive something, that happened with so-and-so. And they're like, I already did that. And I'm like, okay, you already did that? That's not how it works. We are not linear. And so what that means is that when you do something like that, it might come back in again to revisit later on. It is a spiral, deepening. And as we change, sometimes we need to touch back on the things that happened again to maybe forgive at a deeper level, or maybe forgive for a completely different reason, or we realize that we were holding on to something else as part of a situation. So that is coming in. Be ready to forgive yourself. Be ready to forgive other people that you may have thought that you already forgave. Anyway, and it is this real sense of release. Like, in the holding on of the baggage that we carry forward through these experiences, we really need to drop it. And so it's almost like we're picking it up momentarily to check in and be like, hey, is this still a thing? And so you're like, no, it's not still a thing. Okay, let it go. Let it go again. Instead of getting all worked up about, I already did this. That energy, in sessions when people say that, I'm like, okay, because usually when I am led to say something about a certain thing, it's got to be dealt with. I mean, you may or may not have done anything with it, but you got to look at it again. And saying, well, I already did that, that's not going to work. So that's the part I wanted to say about releasing. It might also be beneficial, maybe because we have the full moon overnight, to sit down and write down some things that you're willing to let go. Or you can even say a more broader type affirmation, incantation, however you want to look at it. You can say, I accept and invite every single thing that is no longer or that is no longer helping me on my path to my highest and best good. I allow it and I invite it to leave now. So you can ask it all to drop out of your life. Want to bring in some change? Booyah. That's what I've been doing. Making room. Right? It's when you go through, you might have been cleaning your house for a year, and then one day you just get this, I don't want to do this anymore. I have way too much stuff. And so you just go through and you're like, well, I haven't looked at that. I haven't done this. I'm not going to need that. All of a sudden, you're like, oh, I don't even know. Do I need that at holidays? You're like way more strict about what you're willing to get rid of. And so be willing to get rid of anything that is not going to help you move forward. Anything that is not in alignment with you now. Let it go. Be willing and invite it to leave. And if you want to get more stern with the whole thing, you can command it to leave. That's up to you. However you want to approach it. You boo. Anyway, so that's the first part of what I'm noticing. The second part of what I'm noticing, oh man, the sun is so bright. Here, let me show you. Stop at the stop sign. So the other thing I'm noticing is that we are needing to be very, very clear with what we want. So with this whole thing of removal, right, releasing, we are needing to call something in. And it's really important that you sit down and say, what is it that I want? And one of the other questions is like, what am I meant to do here? What am I meant to be? Like, this whole thing of meaning, man's search for meaning, that's coming in. The whole idea of value, right? Of knowing for yourself what things you can do that make you feel more alive, and do more of those. The other question that came in when I was really tapping into this is, what do you love doing so much that you would be fine doing for work? In fact, it wouldn't even feel like work. And I'm not saying you have to change your whole life, but know that for yourself, what that is. It's important. And focus on it, and get so focused on it that the feeling of being that is in your field, right? Of being passionate, of being more alive. A lot of people are very disillusioned, very disheartened right now. The energy is very dense. And so let's switch it up, man. Anyway, those are the two things I'm noticing. Feel free to make moon water if you want. You can put water out for the full moon. Make sure it is in a glass vessel. You can drink it. You can use it for all different purposes, clear stuff. If this feels like a real energizer kind of energy, so just keep that in mind if you're drinking it. I know it's pretty fun to drink moon water. But I don't know about you, but I've been going outside last couple nights when I take my dog out, last run of the night, so to speak, and the moon is gorgeous. And it is blue skies and clear as a bell, so I cannot wait to see how she shows up tonight. Anyway, also, full moon bath if you want, a salt bath. Put on some meditative music, some frequencies, and get all nice and comfy cozy in there, and clear your aura, clear your field, clear everything, man. Let's start out new. This Leo energy feels really I'm really looking forward to. I don't think we're quite in Leo yet. It should happen at any moment. But anyway, I love this energy. This feels like, well, it feels like me. Well, yep, yeah, it does. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day, and let me know in the comments how does this moon feel for you right now, and what are you planning to do, if anything, for this full moon. Love you guys. Bye.